Woke up to devastating news this morning. All of Steeler Nation did. Steelers legend Franco Harris has passed away at the age of 72, just days before his jersey number retirement and the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception celebration that was all going to take place on Saturday night in the Steelers versus Raiders game. Franco Harris, obviously one of the great Steelers all-time legends, Hall of Famer, 4-time Super Bowl champion, 9-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl IX MVP, 1972 Rookie of the Year, and 1970s All-Decade Team. Still leads the Steelers franchise in rushing yards and is owner of one of the greatest and most iconic plays in NFL history, and was known as a man of charity and just an overall good person off the field as well. I don't know what more personally I can add, as I was born after Franco's playing days, so I just wanted to compile what other people have said about Franco and his impact on the city of Pittsburgh and what he means to the Steelers franchise. And, of course, I'll toss in some highlights, too.
Before Franco, we hadn't done very much. And after Franco, we didn't do much either. But during Franco, we did a lot.
Forget the player. Obviously, I never knew the player. I know the man. And just what an awesome representation of this organization, this community, a guy that embraces all the responsibility that comes with being him. I just admire his passion for Pittsburgh and young people. He served a long time on the board with my wife, Pittsburgh Promise, and his passion for others in this place and the Steelers is unparalleled, and it's to be admired.
Last chance for the Steelers. Bradshaw trying to get away, and his pass is broken up by Tatum. Tipped off. Franco Harris has it, and he's over. What? Franco Harris grabbed the ball on the deflection.
This is the first football play I ever saw, and that's why I became a Steelers fan. Yeah, you thought about the steel curtain because it's Mean Joe Green with the Pepsi commercials eventually. It's L.C. Greenwood. It's Jack Lambert and Jack Ham and Mel Blount and these boys. This is what I grew up. This is when I talk about being a Steelers fan. This is where it emanates from. But it all started with the Immaculate Reception. And when you're a kid, 5 years old at the time I was, and that's the first football play you ever saw, that's why I was magnetized by the black and gold.
Pitch the ball to Franco, and he's running wide right, and he goes in for a Pittsburgh touchdown. And Franco Harris has another Super Bowl touchdown.
That was the first historical playoff win for Pittsburgh. They had never won a playoff game prior to this game. And then, of course, they won 4 Super Bowls, and he appeared in 6 championship games. He was lively yesterday, sharp as attack, knew all about the play. A lot of controversy because, remember, in those days, the rule was you could not have an offensive player tip the ball to another offensive player. And the Raiders always thought that the ball hit Fuqua. It did not. It hit, obviously, Jack Tatum. And then everybody thought in Raider land that the ball hit the ground. Franco said, yes, not the case. I caught the ball. He also said he kind of blacked out. He doesn't really have a lot of memory of the play. And then he runs the ball into the end zone. He made a good point yesterday about the actual play. Remember, in those days, if you fell down, the play was over. And this was the last play of the game. And he already caught the ball at the 50-yard line. They would have lost. And he made sure he didn't fall down when he bent over to catch the ball. And he had a lot of momentum. Everybody else was kind of stationary when the ball was in the air. He was going forward. So once he caught it, you knew that he was going to be untouched. You know, this started the Steeler dynasty. I mean, this is simply this play that you see, Bradshaw, 4th down, the great call by Kirk Gowdy and Aldi Regattas. This play started the Steelers.
Giving the ball to Franco through the middle, down over the 15 to 10 to 5. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They opened it up down the middle, and the big guy went straight ahead through the hole. He knocked him loose in every direction. How about that one? Giving it to Harris, getting a key block from Mullins, running to the left, turning the corner. He's in there for a touchdown for Pittsburgh.
On this one.
Ricochet out there off of Jack Tatum and into the man of the year, Franco Harris's hands.
Here's the miracle of all miracles.
From out of nowhere came Franco Harris, riding a white stallion, heading up Franco's Italian army, and galloping off into the sunset.